Good afternoon, everyone. So I've just made up some cottage cheese using my goat's milk. And I've just poured the whey in there for the chickens. Because when you make cottage cheese, milk separates into curds and whey. And it's the curds that actually make the cottage cheese. So I've given the whey to the chickens. Let's see what they think. Usually they gobble it up quite quickly. And she's liking it. See what the others do. Whey's quite a got a high content of protein, from what I understand. And they've got that little container of crushed up eggshells over there. The crushed up eggshells are actually really good for acting as grit, as well as giving them calcium back in their system. So what I do with my eggs is I actually, once I've cracked them open and used the egg, I actually rinse off the eggshells. And then once I've got enough of them, which doesn't take very long, I'll stick them in the oven for a little while, just to make them a little bit more crumbly, so that they break up easier. And then I put it in the mortar and pestle, and crush it up for the chickens. Crushed up eggshells have got lots of different uses. The rooster's going to check it out. They're never real happy when I'm in here. They always get a little bit skittish. And he's checking it out. When I make the cottage cheese, all it is my goat's milk with a bit of apple cider vinegar and a little bit of Himalayan rock salt. So the whey's probably got a bit of apple cider vinegar as well as the whey. More of them are starting to come and investigate. They really like the eggshells. But let's do a bit more of an update on the chickens, on all the other chickens, and see how they're all going. And I'll come back and let these ladies and gentlemen have their way. So these ones, that's with Becky 1 and Becky 2 and the rooster. These are Jonathan's chickens. They're doing really well on this. I've got a really thick layer of hay in there at the moment that they're happily scratching through. And it's working as a lovely deep bedding for them, as well as they're adding in organic matter into the soil. So it's really getting that organic matter, as well as their manure, into the soil and really getting that ready for me to turn it into a garden bed, which is very exciting. And I've got Matthew's chickens over here. They've knocked their eggshells onto the ground, so I'm going to have to fix that one. So that's where the white Australorp and the speckled Australorp are, with the little rooster. And they're doing really well. I've got them set up over here, right next to where the goat's pen is. And they're preparing this little spot here for a area that I can grow herbs and forages for the goats, so that I can just pick it and toss it over for them. So that's the plan. So I'm going to plant things like wormwood and rosemary and thyme and oregano and pigeon pea. Goats love pigeon pea. And other foragey type crops. I might even put a mulberry tree in here, because eventually we're probably going to take that tree down. But it does work as a nice shade at the moment. But if I pop a mulberry tree here, then that'll grow up and end up being in a really good spot for the goats for shade, and it'll also create some shelter for the chicken coop as well. So at the moment the goats are having a bit of fun nibbling on the bark of that tree. I'm not sure if you can tell because that wire at the bottom isn't quite high enough for the goats. So I don't know, but I think that tree's old enough to not too worried about goats ring barking it. But the baby goats are doing well. But I'm really pleased with how these chickens are doing in here. The sun's not in a great spot, is it? So this is one of my mobile chicken tractors. That's the guinea fowl. So I do need to put some more bedding in there for them to scratch around in, but they're doing well at the moment. Having a lovely time scratching around in there. There's my guinea fowl. Would be nice to have more of them around, but I've been having trouble keeping the little darlings alive. So yes, and trying to keep them contained is also tricky. But these ones, he's actually grown up with my chickens, so he doesn't go too far away from them. So he tends to just run between the two coops. It's the chickens eating from my drinking from my chicken waterer. It's my homemade chicken waterer. It's a great way to keep the water clean. Oh, big stretch from Nettie. But yes, I'm going to fix up their eggshells. And you have a great day. I hope you found this interesting. See what the chickens are doing with that whey now. Yeah, pretty much completely ignoring it. They'll polish it all off by tomorrow. So yes, ideally I'd like to have these girls out on the paddock somewhere. But at the moment, with health issues and so many extra things happening around the place, they're quite happy in there. They're doing well. They got deep bedding. So it's the one thing that would be good for them is to be getting more sunlight than they are. So I really would like to get them out into the paddock. Can't have them free ranging in this area, unfortunately, because of the foxes. They would not last very long. But yes. And I've got too many in there to be able to have them all in one of my chicken tractors. If I had another rooster, it'd work. I wouldn't mind getting another rooster, actually. Another Rhode Island red rooster would work really well. I'd be very pleased with another Rhode Island red rooster. I'll have to keep an eye out for one, because then I can put the white hens in with the Rhode Island red rooster and have my purebred Rhode Island reds as well. So yes, but that's down the track. Not for the moment. So yes, that's the chicken update for today and how the Chicken Miracle Garden's going. You have a great one, and I hope you found this interesting. Chicken having a bit of a rest. It's always fun being out here just watching the chickens do their thing. Chickens are fun. They're very peaceful and relaxing. Look at that comb. Is that an impressive comb or what? He has got a very impressive comb. An impressive looking rooster. Such an impressive rooster. What a comb he's got. That is amazing. His comb has gotten quite big. Anyway, you have a great day. Thanks for watching. and we'll catch you in the next video. Bless you.